Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I am your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 87 of our trek, and this week we are exploring the 7 principles that will enable you to put more life into your years. We are equating these principles to our hiking trails. So far, we've explored trails 1 through 4, and today we will finish up with trails 5 through 7. Each day of life is a new trek. Let us always make the most of it. We are recording our podcast from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. Today is our actual anniversary and day 3 of our anniversary week, number 36. Today, Paul and I visited Blennerhassett Island and Mansion, which is across the river in Parkersburg, West Virginia. We've talked about visiting for years, and now we finally did it. Paul and I are working on being more intentional in living life fully by taking actions on our plans instead of just making it a someday plan. After 36 wonderful years together, we realize just how fast the years are slipping by, and taking action on our plans must be intentional. The day was beautiful in the mid-70s and sunny. It was an enjoyable and relaxing day. We also learned a bit more about the pioneer history of the Mid-Ohio Valley, which happened about the same time as my ancestors traveled and settled in Marietta. We toured the museum and took a paddle wheel boat to the island and spent about 3 hours touring the mansions and grounds. Thank you for sharing this special day with us. Tomorrow we plan on going to Mountwood State Park, which is about 30 miles from us, for a picnic and hiking. As we venture out and explore 3 new trails today, I encourage you, just don't listen to these podcasts, but apply these principles to each day. Remember that it is the life in your years that count. Regardless of what your life has been in the past, it is what you make of it from this point forward that will make a positive impact on your world. This can be illustrated by what God thought about the prostitute Rahab in James' letter to the Jews in chapter 2, verses 25 and 26, and he wrote, "Rahab the prostitute is another example. She was shown to be right with God by her actions when she hid those messengers and sent them safely away by a different road. Just as the body is dead without breath, so also faith is dead without good works." So let's start now. Trail number 5. Believe in someone or something. Don't give up on your faith. And first of all, to do this, trust yourself. In times of stress and challenge, we all question our choices. We can read and research more available information than any one library could house in less time than ever before. As more information is downloaded, our beliefs are clouded, and we become lost in a sea of information, looking for the right knowledge to move forward. The reality is that each of us possess the insight that we can all harness, that little voice inside that some call intuition. In the midst of doubt, trust yourself to know how to take the next step. Know that you can find your inner comfort and listen closely. Your choices will enhance your journey in ways that will nourish and strengthen your beliefs. Now, as a Christ follower, I believe this comes from God's Spirit that is integrated within me. Second, pray daily or talk to God. Prayer requires no planning, no funding, and no fear. I personally believe in a loving and living God, but you may not share this belief with me. Open your heart and speak your mind to the power that you believe in, whether you call it God or not. Tell Him your joys and your sorrows, your plans and your worries. You are welcome to God from day 1. There's no special club card required. Pray like your life depends on it. And third, meditate daily. Meditation is a quieting of your mind through the practice of relaxation and reading scripture or other inspirational literature. A time of silence when you are able to quiet your thoughts, be at peace, and think about what is most important in life. This silent reflection will provide insight for your journey. The practice of meditation does not need to be difficult, and anyone can learn it. Take time to relax, to learn, to listen. And that takes us to trail number 6. True character shows in adverse times. Be of strong character. And this is first done by facing your fears. You are right where you are supposed to be today. Let me repeat that. You are right where you are supposed to be. Being afraid or holding on to anger does not make your situation better. You do. Bad news or bad situations don't get any better by ignoring them. Have the courage to admit your fears, your mistakes, learn from them, and then let go of them and move forward. Second, do what is right. Most everyone knows right from wrong, and when put to the test, most choose to do the right thing. A person of strong character uses the front page test every day when they make their choices, which means whatever choices they make, they are comfortable with their actions, making the front page of the local newspaper or at the top of every social media platform. Do what is right, even when no one is watching. Third, find your purpose. On the same trail of your journey as developing a strong character is finding your purpose. It is very important to realize that everyone is unique. You are unique. No one else on this planet is identical to you. No one will ever do what you do. So get on with the process of finding your purpose, your uniqueness that will change the world and influence others in some awesome way. A great way to start is to ask someone you trust and who cares about you. What do you think is my best talent? What is my best trait? What do I do well? Then ask yourself, how can I serve others in this way? And trail number 7, make a difference one day at a time. To do this, you must first remember you are a person of wow, which is a wise one that is willing. Making a difference is about using your talents to influence and inspire. You are wise. You possess personal knowledge and life experiences that no one else does, no matter what your age. The challenges that you have had on your journey so far gives you the wisdom that can help others. One you is all it takes. One person can make a difference, helping one person with one problem and sharing one kind word. To the world, you may be just one person, but to one person, you can make the difference in their entire life. Now add be willing. Make a commitment to be ready, eager, and prepared to do something. Your willingness coupled with your expertise will actually make a huge difference in your world. Second, take the time to reflect. Before you close your eyes each day, take a moment to reflect. Whenever you are struggling during the day, thinking that nothing you do is worth the effort, stop and reflect. Think about your day and find at least one thing that made a difference that day, influenced something new or made it better, or inspired someone to excel to make the world a better place. No matter who you are, no matter what your challenge, you do make a difference. And third, rise to your potential. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? Through embracing a positive attitude, you will soon understand that anything is possible. A great amplifier of productivity is practicing non-judgment of others. Cease judgment for 1 hour a day by saying, for the next hour, I will turn all my judgments into potentials. As you reduce your judgments of yourself and others, you will begin to rise to your true potential. Above all else, believe in yourself. Embrace your challenges as adventures and remember, anything is possible. Take advantage of every day you wake up under the sun. Every day is a new opportunity to make better choices. Never forget who you are and never stop going after your dream each day. Even if the fulfillment of your dream may be pretty far away, never lose hope and never stop taking advantage of today. Live each day to the fullest, because in the end, it's not the years of your life that counts, it's the life in your years. So today I encourage you to review and put into practices the 7 trails that we have explored, and then join our camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. Tomorrow we will begin to look at the 10 principles for making wise decisions. Well, that will finish our podcast for today. If you've missed any of the previous podcasts, please check out Wisdom Trek on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, YouTube, or at wisdom-trek.com. If you enjoy our daily doses of wisdom, these little nuggets we consume each day, I encourage you to take the time to invest in yourself in these 3 ways. Invest with your time in improving Wisdom Trek by leaving your name, email address, and a comment on our website so that we can provide you with the wisdom and insights that best fit your needs. Number 2, invest in yourself by listening to your 7 minutes of wisdom through the Wisdom Trek podcast each day. And the best way to do this is to subscribe at iTunes or Stitcher and have it downloaded to you automatically. And third, invest in the lives of others by sharing with your family and friends, in person or online, to journey with us on our Wisdom Trek. And if you haven't done so already, please leave us a rating at iTunes or Stitcher so that we'll gain more exposure for others to join us on our Wisdom Trek. The journal for this podcast can be found at wisdom-trek.com, where we also have pictures, tweetable quotes, wisdom nuggets, and free resources. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide, mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.